Why are people buying shoes?
I personally don't like Hypebeast culture. It's just a bunch of clowns running around.
It's usually people flipping shoes.
Somebody literally was selling the Air from a Kanye concert on eBay.
These people that were part of that hype culture are now starting to get into their own customization and personalization of products.
Essentially, you pay a premium and we beat your shoe. That's how we do it.
This isn't Nike, Reebok, Adidas, New Balance anymore.
Sneaker culture was supposed to be about expression, but somewhere along the way, it became about price tags and clout. But inside Bull Airs, a small team is betting that the future of sneakers isn't hype, it's story.
I'm watching our friends in Gasolcast, who are Funko fanatics. They're also, they run their own company called Mischief Toys. They do soft vinyl. So they're big friends of us, so I watch their podcasts all the time.
Well, I wanted to show my brand new shoes by Bull Airs. And Bull Airs is a company that you and I have grown to love.
I can never get bored of people reviewing and showing off our stuff online. It's always the coolest thing to see.
So I ordered these quite a while ago, actually. I think I ordered these maybe a few months ago. Maybe, was it a year ago?
I don't think it was quite a year, but I think it's definitely been a while.
It's been a while.
I love people's misconception of
on
time.
our kitchen counter.
End of November.
So these are sitting on our kitchen
Pretty
counter
fast.
today.
A year
And
ago?
I was looking at
End
them,
of November.
Man, are these well
They're
done?
really cool.
Fucking like 5 months ago.
If you're listening to this, you can't see it, but you can see the little buttons on it, like the little pins. It says Bull Airs. And
And
then,
the Bull Airs is done in like the Stranger Things logo font.
Yeah, and then Metalhead's like in a Metallica font. You can see there's bat things.
I love talking about the hype culture situation and like, you know, what negativity it's doing to companies or the brand or the culture in general. So like originally, Tom and I laugh about it all the time. I thought buying a lot of shoes was dumb.
So this is my office. It's a whole wall of themed shoes.
Like collecting shoes, I'm like, why are people buying shoes? It's like, buy toys, buy statues, like whatever, like shoes, like what? And then like working here, and I saw the creativity and I saw the people, and our customers were always like collectors. They're nerds and they go to conventions and stuff, and it was awesome. And then you all see the other side of like, you go to SneakerCon or Got Soul, and you got the Hypebeasts, you know, the hype culture, and the Hypebeasts and the hype culture fall into an elitist mindset.
Prime example is like somebody literally was selling the Air from a Kanye concert on eBay for like $30,000. That's just ridiculous to me. And it's very much that hype culture where it's just a bunch of clowns running around trying to impress everybody. You know, I hate when you see those, you know, fit checks where they're like, oh, this is a Louis Vuitton shirt and this is a Balenciaga belt and this is, you know, these jeans and my whole outfit costs 10 grand. I could give two for that type of stuff. You know, if you have an outfit where it's, you know, a Toxic Crusader shirt and then like a cool pair of green pants and then your Toxic shoes, that's a fire fit to me. I don't care how much it really costs. It's about the theming to it.
It almost damaged Bull Airs for a while because we do custom shoes. And what I mean by customs is like custom Nikes and AJ1s and such. And people would just, you know, not really give us the time of day because it wasn't a one-to-one authentic off-the-shelf Nike where it was just white and black. It's the most boring colorway. And people would just kind of ousted us from the community, and they just really, we were very dismissed. We were dismissed all the time.
So when I started, this is one of the first shoes I had worked on. So the first season of The Last of Us came out. So we did a shoe inspired by The Last of Us. And these are multiple layers of resin, hand painted, a real beautiful display piece. These are one of my favorite shoes that we've ever done. So we end up having to do some weathering to them. So when you get a shoe in like this, it's gonna come like denim. Beautiful, brand new denim. Essentially, you pay a premium and we beat your shoe. That's how we do it. Cut it up, add some blood, some dirt, weathering and some dirt to the back part of it. So this is how we do a lot of our shoes that have some atmosphere to them. We do a lot of the weathering, a lot of darks, a lot of blending. So this is one of my favorites though. I was so happy the way this came out.
So this is our Eddie inspired shoe that we did last November. So this was a fun homage to a particular show that everybody was going crazy about, particularly the last season. So we kind of just did a dream shoe of what maybe, if you had to design a shoe that based after the character, how would you do it? And this is what we came up with. So I was really, really happy that it really does represent the character a lot. So at times we've had ones like the Meanie Greenies and Bull Mags where the timing was just right. Same thing with the Metalheads. I mean, obviously the Greenie Minis is just a slam dunk because it's a holiday shoe. It's what I think is the best iteration of that subject matter. People have done other versions of it in the past and it was kind of a lazy interpretation. So I was like, screw it, I'm gonna do how I'd wanna wear it, and that's what I made. And I think, again, that resonated with everybody. We're always watching, what is trending, what season it is, is there a movie that's dropping? You constantly have to be aware of the environment that you're in when you're dropping things. So that's why our release schedule is always kind of fluid.
This is what made me fall in love with shoes. I'm bummed that I don't have a better looking pair, but this was my first pair of Penguins. I got these when I was 19. So I'm 37 now. I've had them for 18 years, half my life. And I have worn them every week since. The soles are so worn down that I can't wear them outside if it's wet because the water will actually seep through the bottom of them. But yeah, they are somehow still held together, almost 20 years later. I actually like these so much that, oh man, I didn't even notice that. Oops.
So part of working at Bull Airs means that we got to paint shoes, and we like to add a little bit of extra flair to the shoes that we do sometimes. This is one of those times where we could have clearly used white leather, dyed the white leather on these, and really matched the original idea. But we decided later on that we're going to do the skin tone and then hand paint the white over top of it. And then when we're done with that, we give it a little bit of like an acetone wash to make it look a little more hand done in like real life. So it gives some more depth to the overall piece and just kind of brings you into a more premium quality. One of the things that I always tell people is you got to be patient because these things are not magic. They don't just immediately get done by a factory, by a machine, and then get sent out to you. A lot of these have to be looked over by us, have to be hand painted, have to be really just upgraded to make sure that you're getting your money's worth on them. And that's no BS. Like, we're genuinely happy when you get your product and you post about it and you're like, this is crazy, I didn't know this level of detail was in here.
Demon Hunter, great case, right? We didn't make Demon Hunter shoes. We should have, but when Demon Hunter got big, we should have pivoted on that and done a Demon Hunter shoe right when it was popping because nobody expected that. Like, nobody in the industry expected Demon Hunter to do as well as it was. We don't hit it all the time, but those are the couple ones where like they go viral. And
so here's a beautiful example of us overdoing a shoe. This has so much time in it. Hand painted accents, got the darkening of them. We've got resin on them. There's different layers of resin on there. The hair has been cut and burnt. A lot of our shoes we go through and add customization, a little bit of a finer touch.
I really give two for these people that walk around saying, oh, I have a pair of, whatever the coolest, Louis Vuitton shoes that they only made 1,000 of that, cost $5,000 a piece. I do not care. What we aim to do in Bull Airs is, make stuff that's, I would say affordable in the grand scheme of a licensed product.
I have a second pair of these that I've never worn that my mom bought for me because she's like, you love those things so much, and they're somehow still haven't completely fallen apart, but yeah, they're very comfy.
I still think that part of the culture is very toxic and very negative. And the best part about that culture is that some of them are coming around. Tom and I have been doing more sneaker conventions instead of just like San Diego and New York Comic Con. We're doing more sneaker conventions now. And we are the #1 booth there. Because if you've never been to a sneaker convention, it's usually people flipping shoes. They're bringing just stacks of shoes and they're just putting the boxes on a table and selling them. And people are buying them, going to another booth and trying to sell them. For us, we just want to bring our cool work that that we've done, our artwork, the stuff we're super proud of. And what ended up happening is these people that were part of that hype culture are now starting to get into their own customization and personalization of products, and then coming to us for advice and guidance. And they're so receptive, and they just love everything we're doing. And then the people that don't know who we are like, holy crap, look at how cool this is. And we had amazing customs last year at SneakerCon that people were like, I've seen these online. These are amazing. I thought they were fake. So I think Hypebeasts are negative and toxic to a point, but the ones that are definitely coming around, I commend them, and I love that they're more open about seeing more companies come into the mix. This isn't Nike, Reebok, Adidas, New Balance anymore. There's more new companies rising and have more flexibility with their properties that they can really get creative with.